Hello, Utah Running, and this is Julie Hansen, and we are doing a recipe of the month. And for February, I thought it might be fun to maybe do a quick breakfast food. And so we are gonna make high protein pancakes or cottage cheese pancakes. That is what we're gonna make. And I just want to show you how easy this is, and it is really good. My husband and I teach a class at Weber State called Nutrition for the Athlete, and we make this in our class, and the kids are always like, oh, gross, I hate cottage cheese, but once they try it, they're like, oh my gosh, they're so moist, they're really good. They all go home and make them. So let's just show you how quickly it can be done. First of all, I will say, if you're not a cottage cheese fan, it might all be the kind of cottage cheese you've tried. I mean, it could be a texture thing, but I will say that this cottage cheese is really good. Sometimes when you get a different store brand, it just tastes different. It's kind of dry. There's a big difference in cottage cheese. And you know, again, for a serving here, it's a half a cup and it does have 13 grams of protein, which is actually quite a great dose. So really easy to work cottage cheese into your life. All right, so let's look here. So the recipe calls for half a cup of regular flour and a half a cup of whole wheat flour, because I like to add that whole wheat in there to, you know, again, add some more fiber and nutrients. I'm having the recipe right now because I didn't want to make a whole serving. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into my bowl here. And I also in there put in the baking soda and the sugar and the salt. Then we also have a little bit of milk we're gonna put in there, okay? So a little bit of milk, and in the milk I am gonna put 2 eggs. So again, another source of protein that we have in here is the eggs and the milk, in addition to the cottage cheese. All right, and then since I have all these liquid ingredients going, I'm also gonna put my tablespoon of oil in there. The recipe calls for 2, but again, I'm having this. So let me go ahead and mix that up. So I'm gonna mix that up, you guys, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to my flour. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my cottage cheese. Okay, put those away. And let's just go ahead and mix that up so you guys can kind of see how that looks. So it's gonna come out, you know, it's not real, I mean, it's thick, but it's not like ridiculous, like it's still pretty moist. Okay, so then what I usually do is I just take let's kind of move it down here a little bit, take a 1/4 cup serving here, and I'm just gonna put it in the pan. And again, let's move it down a little bit. Okay, and you can kind of see here what these look like when they're cooking. Okay, so you can see we've got those in there. All right, so it'll just take a few minutes. Now let's talk about what kind of toppings you like to put on your pancakes. Again, these are gonna be a little bit more filling, which I think is great. Your kids might really like them. Don't tell them they have cottage cheese in there. But if you guys tried the Kodiak syrup from Costco, I'm sure they have it other places, but this stuff is really great. Some other things that I do like to put on pancakes, and not sure if you guys have tried this, but maybe you have. So even just a nice little dose of yogurt goes on there really well. And then throwing on some berries as well can also be a great way to top off those pancakes. So you can see that here. Great way to eat pancakes. All right, and let's see here. So I don't know if you guys have a skillet that you use to cook pancakes, but I finally bit the bullet and got one, and I really am happy because again, it does cook really well, and they heat up pretty well. So I will freeze these also, and then sometimes you just put them in the toaster and just, you know, start from scratch. So again, these pancakes do cook up pretty darn quick. I probably flipped them a little bit early. You know how the first one isn't always the best, right? So let me know if you guys have any questions about this. I think that these pancakes are really quick. And so they have about 6 grams of protein per pancake. So that's actually a pretty good dose of protein in a pancake. And they compare really well to the Kodiak powered cakes. So again, these are from scratch. really simple. They'd actually freeze really well, and you can just pop them in the toaster to reheat them. So, hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and let me know if you like it. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your month.